When we envision faraway people in mysterious places, we often have a lot of questions. Many Americans asked me, what does Saudi Arabia look like? Well, I didn't see any camels, and I wasn't put up in a tent. During my stay in Jeddah, there were no mutawa out to question me, a tall, light-skinned redhead who walked down the street for her daily cup of coffee. Americans and Arabs alike wanted to know, why Saudi Arabia? I explained that after reading a story online about an inspirational Saudi sports club, I sent an email to its director. I asked if I could volunteer a few weeks of my time in hopes I could support a new movement that is upending the stereotype of Muslim girls and women in what is known by many as the most conservative Islamic country in the world.
There is a stereotype about Saudi women that basically Saudi women are faceless, nameless women who don't really have anything going on in their country, and that doesn't apply on all the sectors. There's a lot of progressive women in this country.
Lina Al-Maina is a working Saudi woman, entrepreneur, wife, and mother. Defying all odds, Lina helped me get a visa into her homeland so I could spend 18 days working with her sports club, Jeddah United. As a guest in another country, I was careful to follow the rules. I respected the separation of the sexes and the 5 calls to prayer each day. While in public, I wore my new abaya, and I promised to be careful about the handling of images of Muslim women, most of whom are more comfortable being photographed in their hijab. In spite of our cultural differences, it did not take long for us to recognize our mutual interests and passions.
Our research has proven that girls who are into sports do academically better than girls who aren't in team sports. When I first started, in 2003, that was actually because of the basically psychological state and psychological stress that I was going through. And when I saw the magical effect that it's affected me personally and all the girls on the team for different various reasons, I just felt like, no, this is a national duty.
From reading the newspaper, I learned that the Saudi royal family is diplomatically supporting education and fitness for girls and women in spite of backlash and criticism from the most religious conservatives who often draw the most international media attention. Much like American nuns and educators in the early 20th century, these hardliners have gone so far as to say that sports are corrupting and satanic for girls and women. Sheikh Abdullah Al-Mania, who is a member of the Supreme Council of Religious Scholars, stated in May of this year, football and basketball are sports that require a lot of movement and jumping. He continued to suggest that by playing sports, girls may lose their virginity.
Actually, it is encouraged in Islam for women and men both to be active. And that is why, we as Muslims pray 5 times a day, and the prayer itself is all about movements.
Things that they thought women couldn't do before, they're doing it now within the rules that the country set. So, for example, they don't want women mixing with men. So we play by ourselves. There's no men come to our practices.
Recently, another Saudi sheikh stated, a woman is expected to be a homemaker and a caregiver for her children. If she leaves her home for the sake of such things, she will forget herself. She will neglect her children and husband and waste her time on games and amusement, unaware of what is happening to her and to her children.
I was keeping my energy inside me because there is a routine in the house. It's happening every day. Like the kids come from school, I have to prepare lunch, and then we study, and then they go to sleep. Nothing happened. It's all boring. And when I start to go to the basketball team, I felt like I have a lot of energy. I can express myself there. I can run, I can, defense. I can do a lot of positions. And I come back to the house like a new woman and start a new day with a good feeling, really good feeling.
When I play basketball with my mom, she beat me a lot of times. but the last time I beat her.
Lena, along with her husband and partner Obaid, have two goals. The first is to use the country's favorite sport to improve the overall health and fitness of its citizens.
The Saudi society, we have 1 out of 4 kids have diabetes, we have a high rate of obesity, osteoporosis.
What you see as the women are getting older, you know, they're overweight, they're soft, and the younger ones may not be overweight as much, but they are completely soft. There's no definition. You can tell that there's just been no exercise. Like, this is something new to them.
Along the way, Lena has become known as the pioneer who is paving the way for the government to approve of the country's first female sports team.
That's also part of what we're trying to do. Have a Saudi national team eventually be able to compete in regional competitions at this point. Eventually, you know, hopefully they would one day meet up with the Olympic qualifications.
Permission to play may end up being a long waiting game. Yet improving the quality of play is another major concern, and something that is difficult when women who have little to no organized playing experience are coaching new players and teams.
When I first got here, the practices with the normal team and team coach and whatever was basically scrimmaging.
And it was just kind of like a free-for-all.
I don't want to say that we were doing everything wrong, because this is it's not good for us, but
So we get this email from Maureen from New York, and she's like, you know, offering to come here to Saudi and train us.
The first day of practice with Mo was, I can say, harsh, tiring, almost killed me.
The thing that I told my husband the night she arrived is we're going to get to see now who is willing to rise to the top, to play like a champion.
It was great because we went back to like basics and fundamentals that they didn't know.
how to be fit, how to run, how to handle the ball, how to do the passing.
Honestly, it was really worth it. I mean, she really pushed me. She taught me how to not give up.
It's only been a week, and the improvement in the 1 week has been crazy.
Because we were discussing this with my team, and all of them say that we are so better now. We feel like we are a new players.
During my trip, I spent many nights after practices wondering how long it would take for the Saudi government to officially approve of its first national women's team.
Having a national team for women's sport, any women's sport in general, it would be like a revelation.
It's going to be like a turning point for Saudi Arabia to have a women's basketball team, you know? And I'd be really proud if I was part of it because we'd be the pioneers.
For me, it was Shaza who best stated the difference basketball can make in all of our lives, regardless of skill level, nationality, religion, or gender.
I need basketball. I really need basketball. I think I can't live without basketball, because it's really the only thing that is helping me to continue in my life.